guys, it's Eric here with toolsinaction.com. Today we're going to go over how to install a chimney cap on your chimney. We just did a project recently with the Blaze King and the Dur event liner install. We've actually had people ask us about installing chimney caps, so I actually have another stack that I want to put a cap on that actually leads to my hot water heater and my boiler exhaust, so I figured it would be a good time. There's a lot of different caps out there. Two of the main caps that you can get are obviously round and rectangle. This one's rectangle. It matches the top of my exhaust on my chimney. You can pick these up. You can get one at Home Depot or Lowe's or Menards for probably $30, $40, $50. This one I actually got off of Craigslist. Looks like the guy couldn't get it installed. There's about 30 screws on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and rig it for mine. Usually a lot of the times you can go right up there. There'll be a lip, and don't worry about these screws. You want to look at the black screws on the corners. Usually there's a lip. These you can just go ahead and tighten it right on there, and you're pretty much done. You're pretty much good to go, which I'll show you in a second. Mine happens to be old. My house was built in 1924, so I don't know if it's like a clay mortar or what it is up there, but it's very brittle. It's cracked, so the corner ones don't work. I even looked at what this guy did too. We even have the side ones. This wouldn't even work for mine either way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drill some holes. You can get these L brackets. We're going to attach L brackets to the actual cap. And then we're going to go ahead and put tab cons into the actual concrete on top of the chimney, into the stone. So we'll go ahead and show you that. What you want to use is like a galvanized screw or the tab con, something that won't rust up there, because obviously it's exposed to weather all year round. So you want something that's going to hold. I'm only going to do 3 brackets, one on each side and one on the back. Only reason is I don't have room to get in on the other side, because the other chimney exhaust is right there. 3 is more than sufficient to hold it down. You want to make sure you have a good tight fit on there, because you're going to get wind, you're going to get gusts, you're going to get ice, snow, all sorts of different things up there. So you want to make sure that it's down really well. So even if you do have a chimney that these will work, the corner screws, if you can kind of lift it up with your hand or maneuver with your hand, you're going to want to use this L bracket approach. So the first thing we're going to do, I have my L brackets. I'm going to use, obviously you're going to need a drill, you're going to need a tab con set or tab con, something to drill into the concrete. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and remove all these screws, because obviously I don't need them. I'm going to drill holes in there and then take it from there. Alright, I went ahead, took out all the other extra screws, put in the L brackets. Again, I'm only doing 3 because I don't have room in the back for this one. 3 is more than sufficient. You could really probably get away with 2, especially because you're putting tab cons into the concrete, so it's going to hold. But let's get up on the roof and go ahead. The first thing we're going to do is mark it off, drill the holes. You're going to need drill the holes, then set the anchors, and we're pretty much done. It's a pretty simple installation. A lot easier if the actual corners work. If you have a newer house, then you can just use, well, newer house you probably don't need a cap. You probably already got one on there. But if you don't, for some reason, the corner ones are usually pretty good, and they will hold. But again, older house, you might have to use the L brackets and actually drill into the top of the chimney. Alright, as you can see, we're on top of the chimney. You can kind of see that lip that I was talking about. Just see how the corner over there is messed up, so the screw won't hold. Even if I were to do center stuff, it's very brittle. The other corners are in good shape, but it's just very low compared to where the screws were drilled. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the cap on there. So let's grab the cap, we'll mark it out, drill the holes, and set the anchors. Okay, as you can see, I got a dry fit on there on the chimney cap. This side's going to get pushed down a little bit. We're going to go ahead now, mark it off, drill our holes, and then set our anchors. With a marker, and actually drilled the 3 holes. The reason being with that is because the actual cap, the lip covers over, so it's kind of hard to get to it with the drill. So I wanted to go ahead and drill the holes first, and then we'll go ahead and set the anchors. There you go, we got the chimney cap installed on there, and we should be all set to go. check out more at toolsinaction.com. Check out our Facebook and our Twitter account.
Toolsinaction.com. When one tool just isn't enough.